Good morning, students. I hope you are having an A plus week. We have completed the lesson Almanac, and today we are going to learn the second lesson, the story of the past. What's the title of our lesson? Yes, the story of the past. So in this lesson, we are going to decoding the past. What's the meaning of decoding? We are going to learn the truth of the past. We are going to make clear the past. Okay, we are going to learn the things which were happened in the past. What's the meaning of history? History means study of past. Now look at the first para. History is the way of bringing the past into life in the form of a story. Just like a storyteller, people who write history collect various pieces of information from the past and make a story that tells us about an event that happened. So here, history is a way of bringing the past into life in the form of a story. So history is a study of past, and historians are one who studies and write about the past. Here, historians are the storytellers. So historians, they collect all the events of the past which was happened once, and they make a story and tell that story in a form of history. So what's the meaning of history? History is the study of past. Now let's see the meaning and importance of history. So the word history is derived from the Greek word historia, which means recorded knowledge of past events. History informs us about events that took place in the past. It is the story of our past. So history is a word derived from the Greek word historia. So history is a word taken from the Greek word historia. So here history is an English word. And the meaning of the word historia, that is the meaning of the Greek word historia, is recorded events of past events. Got it? Not present event, but already recorded events of the past which was happened in the past. So history is the story of our past. Now look at the second para. What does history do? So we learned the meaning of history. Now let's see the importance of history, the reason for why we are learning history. History helps us understand the changes that take place in communities, nations, and the world over a period of time. It forms a link between the past and the present. So the first thing is, history helps us to understand the changes which take place in the world within a particular time. So in the past days, our forefathers known only about farming. They had many traditions, they followed many customs, they had child marriage. So they had some rituals. They follow superstitious beliefs. That is wrong belief. But how we know all those things? Yes, we learn everything from the history. So here, history helps us understand the changes that take place in communities, nations, and the world over a period of time. It forms a link between the past and the present. So the history created a bond between the past and the present. They created a link between today and the past days. So we can't separate both present and past years because they are interconnected. They are interlinked. We are following the words of our forefathers without our knowledge. The past which were in the history has not completely taken away from our mind. They are in our blood. Nowadays, the olden days proverbs are recollected and we are eager to learn the intense meaning of those proverbs. So our parents is influenced by the past and those things enables us to shape the future. For example, once they followed child marriage as a tradition. When days passed, they realized it was their mistake and they corrected their mistake in order to shape the future and they give up the child marriage. Now let's see the rise and fall of East India Company. Once India was very famous and rich country, especially famous for the spices, gold, pearls, and silk. So at that time, Arabs and Europeans wanted to trade India. Then Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route to India. Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese explorer and the first European who reached India by sea. Then Portuguese, Dutch, French, and English people traded India. And thus East India Company established in India in the year 1600, which served as the center for trade. In between the foreigners and India. After that, Battle of Plassey occurred in the year 1757, which helped the British India Company to take control over India. And the British pushed away the other powers such as Dutch, French, and the British chartered to rule India. After that, freedom fighters fought for our freedom, and we are living in a free India today. It's because of the freedom fighters. So, study of history helps us to understand about our ancestors, that is, our forefathers, about our past fighters. The study of history helps us appreciate our roots and what was there before us. It fulfills our desire to know about our ancestors. So, study of history helps us to understand about our forefathers. The study of history helps us to understand the past mistakes of our ancestors, and it teaches us to not to repeat the same mistakes again in the future. So look at the second point. It enables us to learn from the past mistakes of our ancestors so that we do not repeat the same in the future. Then study of history helps us to understand the success or achievements of our rulers and our leaders. Look at the third point. It gives us an opportunity to get inspired by the great achievements of our past rulers and leaders. Then, study of history helps us to understand the lifestyle, their beliefs, their customs, their religions. So, it helps us understand the lifestyle of the people living in a particular era, the kings and queens who ruled at that time. It also tells us about their language and the religion followed by them during that time. So, study of history helps us to understand the customs of the past. It helps us to understand the culture. So, it helps us to understand everything which was happened in the past. So, our Indian history can be classified into three periods. What are they? The ancient period, the medieval period, and the modern period. The ancient period, the medieval period, and the modern period. Ancient history. So, till 8th century AD was the period of ancient. That is the period of old. Ancient means old. Before getting to the para, let's learn about civilization. Civilization. What's the meaning of civilization? Civilization means social development of a particular group of people. That means how they develop their science, art, communication, religions, etc. How they civilize themselves. Now let's see about Indus Valley civilization. Is the one of the old civilization in India. It's the first civilization in India. So Indus Valley civilization, also called as Harappan culture. What's the name of it? Harappan culture. So about 5000 years ago, a group of people named nomads reached the bank of the river Indus. And they found that the place was so fertile, so they settled there. And they formed their own culture and tradition there. And they formed two cities called Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Name the two cities, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Here Mohenjo-daro means Mound of the Dead in Sindhi. Mound of the M-O-U-N-D, Mound of the Dead, D-E-A-D, in Sindhi, S-I-N-D-H-I. So they built their city using bricks. That is baked mud. They heated the mud and with the help of wood bricks, they formed a city. They made the brick the same size. They cut the bricks in similar size. And they built their house. Each house had a well, W-E-L-L, well. And the wastewater was directed along the main street. So they had a good drainage system and the city remained very neat and very clean. And they found Mohenjo-daro was very good for agriculture. So they built a large well and thus the Indus Valley civilization emerged, that is developed. The Indus Valley civilization was an urban civilization. Why it is called as urban civilization? Because they had well-planned cities and drainage systems. And they use advanced means latest. They used latest trading practices. They formed latest trading practices. So for the trade, they used ceramic or clay tags. What's the meaning of trade? Trade means buying and selling. So it was the seal used by the people. This is the symbol. So for buying and selling, we are using money as the key. But they use ceramic or clay tags. Then Indus Valley civilization was followed by the Vedic age. So we can see the rest in our upcoming videos. Hope you have understand the concept. Now assignment for this week is cut out images of stamps and coins and make a collage under the heading My Collage of Coins and Stamps. Keep your project with you. We can display your project when our school reopens. I will give you a model collage. Please do refer it and prepare your project. So happy learning. Meet you in the next class with a beautiful concept. Until stay home, stay safe. Thank you.